What's up? What's up? We got Brother King in the house. We're gonna wait for a couple of people to get in here, Brother King, and then we're gonna talk about the events that you have planned. Like I
Okay.
said, I've been participating in Omaha Days since shit. I was young. I mean, I
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
even 17 years old when it used to go from Kellum to Miller Park.
Right.
Uh, that's how long the stretch was. So, but I haven't now. If they have, I've never seen anything, especially in this modern time. I haven't seen
Right.
anything just specifically out there for the youth like you're doing. So we're gonna wait for a couple of people to get in. Okay, the
Right.
must look. All right, let me get in here. All right, give me a second. Mhm.
Man, they got my face right up in here.
That was that was Walmart. Look, that was Walmart at the door. All right, all right, all right. Let me see. Let me get back in here, Brother King. All right. All right. So we have Brother William King in on Stay Woke Live. He has been a frequent visitor. Also, I don't know if you've seen the shout out I gave to the models. I came on one day, gave shout outs to the models that participated in the fashion show. We actually broke the record for the most money raised for scholarship fundraisers. We did two different fundraisers. The fashion show was one of them, which was very lucrative. It was sold out. We sold over 130 tickets. 130 tickets to that joint.
Yeah, yeah. I want to zoom. I'm in my homeboy driveway.
Oh, oh, okay. Oh man.
So hey, sometimes you gotta go where you gotta
You
go.
got you got to do what you got to do sometimes. So
Yeah,
again, thank you for I talked about one of your outfits with the look like almost a shawl hoodie thing.
yeah, yeah. The hoodie.
I really thought that was nice. I was like, yeah, I was looking like, and then you had the like some distressed jeans on with that, um, almost like a sandy brown wash on it. But it was nice. I really liked that outfit that you had on. So okay, so go ahead and tell us first of all, introduce yourself, give them your credentials, radio station, things that tell them a little bit about yourself, and we'll move on from there.
Hello. Of course, uh, it's a pleasure to be here on Stay Woke. Again, my name is William King, aka the Boss. I'm the owner of 95.7 The Boss. We are actually a nonprofit organization under Omaha Community Broadcasting. Uh, been doing that probably 10 years on the FM. We're the oldest, longest black radio station in the history of Nebraska. Also, I own an internet company. We build infrastructure on the Indian reservation. In the
You on a
reservation,
what company? What was that?
internet,
Oh,
internet.
okay.
Yeah, we built infrastructure on the Indian reservation. We got monies through the CARES Act in Trump first administration when they gave broadband money out throughout the nation to expand broadband during COVID.
Let's make sure that we let them know the House gave the money. It was voted from the House
Yes.
and approved through the Senate, which were both run by Democrats. So Trump ain't gave nothing. Don't give a damn about no CARES Act. That was Nancy Pelosi's purse that
Oh,
filtered
oh,
that
yeah,
money down. So
yeah.
don't
When the
say
CARES Act,
during
yeah,
when you
it
say
was Alpha funding. Well, it was one of those things. It was one of those government
when you
funding
say
things.
during Trump's administration, people that do not know the three judicial branches of government, they just think that that's something. So that's why I always let people know when stuff is approved and denied exactly who it came from.
Oh yeah, Congress do pass bills. The president either can sign it as a bill or they can veto it. So you're totally correct. Congress is totally responsible for all the bills. They're responsible for all the allocation of money, and so that's why I go to Washington D.C. to lobby. And when I lobby senators and congressmen and women.
Mhm. Oh,
So
speaking on that, I just wanted to shout you out too when they did that press conference, that bogus press conference from the sheriff department. You and is her name Saida? What's the girl name from the news channel? Um,
Melissa, was it
the
Melissa?
other one,
I think it was Melissa Wright was in there. I thought.
Melissa, and the light skinned girl that had cancer. What's her name?
Uh, 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 dang, she gonna
But
get me with
anyway,
this.
I just want to shout y'all out. Honey, y'all was not, y'all put the full court press. Y'all put the full court press. And I was like, okay, y'all was not backing up. Y'all was like, no, we need answers. And they still haven't gave answers. But I just want to shout you out on that.
Well, being a former probation officer and growing up in the projects, I've been on both sides, and so
Right.
I've done a lot of investigations, and so some people don't see what I saw, and hopefully um, we as the people we need to participate in the process, and so we can have a more transparent process. But it all
Right.
come down to getting involved in the system. But everybody's kind of discouraged, and once you're
Hmm.
discouraged, people don't want to get involved, and that's what those that are in control. That's what they want. They want us discouraged and not involved.
Right.
I'm discouraged. I'm pretty sure you're discouraged, but you're
Yeah.
still involved. You're still
Yeah.
involved.
It's hard. I ain't gonna lie. It is definitely, especially since November the 5th, it has been very difficult. It's been very difficult. We got Latasha Newton in here. Welcome, Latasha Newton.
Right.
I specifically asked Latasha to come in because she has grandchildren. Wanted her to be here to hear, to let you talk. So Brother King is has a big event going on for the youth. I'm going to show a flyer of it later. I'm going to let him talk about it. Let them know what you have going on. This is for the youth for Omaha Day, which is very important because we always just think everything is for adults during Omaha Day. So go ahead, William.
Well, owning a radio station and coming from Hilltop Projects where my mom couldn't read and write, but we had resources as young people growing up, for our CETA project and Brace. You talking about boys club. This all the infrastructures that, and then also, just the neighbors. Kept us in line. We just had that infrastructure that kept us in line, and we got to make sure that we don't lose it for the next generation, even though we see chaos around us. Native
Mhm,
Omaha Days is everybody always want to party. The agenda is to party, and of course to network and visit family, but
mhm.
it's all still related to partying. And even adults need to sit back and figure out where we can and have meetings of commerce where we can come together and do business just besides
Mhm.
just partying. And so with the youth is their next generation. We creating a atmosphere where young entrepreneurs, I don't care if they got a Kool-Aid stand, a babysitter, they
Facts.
do hair, or they do a lawnmower. We want them in the building, have their own stand so they can market themselves. But also we want adult vendors there. But all the adult vendors, we're requiring them to have a young person at the vendor
I
booth with
love
them.
it. I love it, William. Preach.
So
Go ahead.
yeah, so they could really be in an ecosystem of learning. So they learn customer service, they learn selling, they learn how to barter because sometimes one business might not have something, but the other business might have it, and
Exactly.
so they learn about sharing. Even though we're so-called competitors, no, competitors also are like-minded, and,
Right.
and and we need each other. But we gotta develop another conduit, especially when they have a press conference to put our 11-year-olds in jail.
Right.
Right now, we have the highest incarceration for black boys in regards to juvenile incarceration with 53%. 43% of all kids in foster care are black.
Mhm.
And this is a ripple effect because of the adults have gone to jail. And the foster care system has blown up. So we want to create one event, during Native Omaha Day where it's free. Now, I got some grant money. I'm gonna put like hopefully about between 8 and 10K towards it. But we need this infrastructure about 40K. We want it free for the children. We're going to be employing upwards to between 15 to 20 young people during that 3 day span, and we're gonna have the largest water infrastructure in I say Nebraska history until someone deny it. But we got 100 yard. We got the whole football field at Central Community Center, Hope Skate for Kids, The whole football field is going to be filled with water, water, utopia, water, uh, extravaganza, and I don't want the kids to say, "Mommy or Dad, I can't go this right. I can't." No, we don't want to have that. We want to make sure that all the kids have smiles and they enjoy
Right.
themselves one
I
day,
love it.
and we want it free. We want it free. Of course, we could charge. I mean, sometimes we shouldn't be about the money. I work for God for real. I know God. I'm gonna get paid tenfold by God, without a
Right.
doubt. This is a
Exactly.
God certified event, so that's why I want to have it free. And so, but I need the community to chip in. Uh, it's gonna cost about close to about 38,000 if we pay for the infrastructure, pay for the staffing, and that's 3 days, about 6 hours a day, just fun of water. But we got to pay the staff, and the staff is young people. We're hiring young people. We're creating
Good.
jobs,
I
and
love
that's
it.
what they're talking about. We're talking about putting 11-year-olds in jail out of jail, but I'm talking the opposite. So I'm
You trying to
asking
put them to
everybody.
work. Look, you
I'm
trying to
asking,
put them to
yeah,
work.
yeah, without a doubt. Uh, at the same time, I'm calling everybody, and I had to call. I had to come on, stay woke because they're looking at what you're gonna be saying. They're looking at what you're gonna be saying. Without
Well, you know
doubt.
what? When you first told me, so I will be out of the country during Omaha days. So when you first told me, I was like, dang, William, I wish I was here. I wanted to be a part of it. But I definitely wanted to let the audience know about this. And I reached out. I see Sister Cartwright is on, Sister Latasha is on. They both have grandchildren. Brother Anthony Hart, thank you for tuning in. He said, good evening, Brother
What's
William and
up?
Chantal. I just love the part where you said like if these young people got businesses, they can set up their table, and then and then they can learn from one another. Because I'm gonna tell you, I support kids in business because my both of my kids have their own businesses. Shiffy was about, I mean, 14, 15. I bought her a truck, bought her some lawnmowers because she knew that I cut grass good. And I
Right.
bought her a truck, bought her two lawnmowers, got her a big Suburban with a ramp so she can push the lawnmowers up in there. And she had, in her first 3 or 4 weeks that summer, she had 5 employees, teenagers. And her company was called Teen Dreams Incorporated. My son had a candy store at my house. He made about $300 a month just for people knocking on the door saying, "Can I get some pop?" So he had his pop, and then even when he wasn't at we wasn't at home, he did the honor system. Of course, some people got him for pop, but he still made money. They would still put
Yeah,
money.
without doubt.
So
Without doubt.
I seen some kids a couple of weeks ago. I was like, hey, when I come back, I'm gonna buy. They're selling lemonade, like you said. So I said, let me get 2 cups. So they had them in a solo cups, which is a nice big cup for $2. And then I said, I don't even have them with me, but I said, hey, I'm coming back. I'm about to order these cups for y'all. I ordered them some cups with the lids and straw because I bought 2 cups. So I had to hold, put my
Right.
hand over it so it wouldn't be spilling everywhere. And I said, let your parents know. I said, they can come to my house. I said, if y'all start selling early, if not, when I get off of work, I'm going to bring. So I ordered 100 cups with the lids and a straw. And I said, that way people can order 2 or 3 cups of lemonade and don't have to worry about it spilling. So yeah,
Without
we
doubt.
have to support. We have to support these kids. Again, William King is hosting a youth extravaganza. We got some new people in. William, tell them a little bit about, and even if you have to refresh and go through, tell them a little bit more about the youth extravaganza you have going on.
Well, again, we're partnered with the Host Day for Kids. 3 days, August 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, at the height of Dave Omaha Days, and we're gonna have a lot of adults here, and they're gonna have kids and young people. But this is gonna be a family environment. I'm a big child. I'm 60, but I love that laugh. I love it with my grandkids. My grandkids are here are 4 and 8, and they like to play, sleep, and eat. I could do all three of them good, and so. Uh, and so we want to create that utopia for even adults so they can play and laugh and get rid of some of the distress that's what's going on. The grocery store is
Mhm.
high, the gas station is high, everybody is high everywhere. And so we got to create sometime a utopia for ourselves. And,
Exactly.
and by using collective economics, because this is how we survive in Hilltop Projects, because I don't know no one being evicted because we did rent parties. You know what I
We
mean? We
sure
came
did.
together and collectively put our money together for a cause. And all I'm trying to do is have a big rent party, but we're gonna have some water, and we're gonna make sure we have some smiles, and we'll make sure that we have some great family memories. So
Mm-hmm.
we want grandparents to come out with their grandkids. We want brothers to come out with their little brothers. We want little sisters to come out with their older their aunts. This is a family occasion. All the rides, adults can ride also. We're gonna have, I mean, a football field of water infrastructure. I mean, it's going to be the biggest thing I think in Nebraska. I know short in North Omaha, when we committed $10,000. We got a grant through Dutch County, and we're gonna put commitment towards that because we want kids to come from we of course we recruiting in Des Moines and outside area because we want people to 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 enjoy the young people outside. We want all the community to come out. I don't care what ethnicity. We want joy. We want to make sure that we break down stereotypes and do what God wants us to do. So we want it free. And so I'm advocating that we need 35 more people to donate $1,000. Let's use collective economics so it's not hard on one person. But we got some millionaires around here, per
Right.
capita the most, and and and
Yeah.
and and this is a God certified event. Sometimes they call me Revenue Hope, the only hope you got. And
Right.
I'm telling you, if you need a blessing, what ultimate blessing to give uh, potentially thousands of kids. That's what's going to happen. Thousands of kids is going to come there for that 3 days. What man, God, I don't know, I don't care what kind of sin you did, God gonna bless you without a doubt. And so we're looking for those donors, also those volunteers, but also those that have ideas because we want to do this every year, not just on Native Omaha days, because it's every 2 years. We want to do
Mhm.
something extravagant every
Yeah.
year for our
Yeah.
children to let them know that we love them.
Definitely love that. So I see on the flyer, I'm looking at the flyer now, it says talent night. And then it says next to talent night, 1,500, 250 and prizes. Now, is this just, is this real? What's going on with this,
Well,
William?
see, I don't know why you put that flyer out. It came out too quick. Now, no, hey, I got to make it happy. You put it out. Uh, that's why the donors for. All that money is gonna go back to the kids. I'm not getting a dime of this. All is gonna go back to the kids. So yeah, we want to give out those prizes to the young people. And if I don't get the donors, we're gonna take care of it. We're gonna make sure we're a
Okay.
word,
Well,
a man of our word.
maybe my eyes were blurred and I gave out the wrong amounts. But anyway,
Yeah. But
we
I mean,
that
but
was the
it's in the
original
hundred.
flyer.
It's going to be at least we'll give away. I think probably at least upwards to about 1,200 for sure.
Okay, okay. Well, that's still
Yeah,
awesome. So,
yeah,
what
heck
day
yeah, heck
is
yeah.
the talent show? Do you have that scheduled yet? Or
Uh,
because
uh,
when I was looking at the
I,
flyer,
I'm,
I'm gonna
I'm,
be honest, it was
I'm,
packed.
yeah, I know, but I got the final flyer that we're gonna it'll be officially out later tonight.
Okay.
Tomorrow I'll have the official flyer out. So just go to my page, William King, 957 the Boss, and then of course you can listen to us on the radio 957 the Boss in the morning.
Mhm.
We'll have a commercial also, and then also what we're doing, we're looking for vendors, and what we're doing. I learned this at Revenue. I learned this at Great New Hope Baptist Church. As a Baptist, you got to give in order to receive. And so we're looking for vendors. Again, the vendors have to have a young person at the table.
Mhm.
So we teaching them that methodology. And before anyone goes into the water park, they got to go through the vendor section. They have to go through the vendor section so they can learn how to be a great customer. And so we can teach that
I love it.
if you're from the black diaspora, we got to start supporting each other. We put stuff in practice, not
Right.
talk about it. We about it.
And at a
That's
young age, I definitely love that. I didn't even know that this event consisted of all of this positivity, especially the vendor table. I love it because these young people, when these parents are involved in these young people' lives, like they should be in their upbringing, they are trying to teach them and how to be entrepreneurs and things like that. So, what better way? My kid has been talking about, like, I met some girls that were making bracelets. I gave them some advice, called their parents, told them I was having a meeting with them. So I met with them. I bought about $60 worth of bracelets from them, along with my sister Karma and my sister Sophia. And so we bought about $60 worth of bracelets for them. I told them they had their price. There's like $20. I said, now what makes you think someone will buy this bracelet for $20? And then
Right.
it's like, I said, no, you have to be able to tell me. I said, because this bracelet is not worth $20. I said, come back when I get off of work. They came back. It was pouring down rain, and they came back. I sat them down. I said, this is how you do your price point. I talked to their parents or big sisters. I said, hey, your kids are at my house. This is my address. This is my phone number. I'm just giving them some. Then so when they came back, they told me what the price should be, and I said, why is that bracelet cost more? And they said, because of the materials and the length of time it took me to make it. I said, that's what I'm talking about right
All
there.
right, all right, all right. That's what I'm talking about. So we want to have that. Each one teach one, baby. You know what I mean?
Right, right. Yes.
You know what I mean? So I mean, that's the only methodology that we're gonna survive, and it's hard right now. The only way we're gonna survive, I believe, it's a time a lot. It's a time a lot. The only way we're gonna survive is together.
Oh, yeah.
I know. So we gotta learn to agree to disagree. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we gotta learn
Because
to agree to disagree. But when opportunity comes on along, especially as a positive idea event for the children, I don't care what our different deal. I do care, but me and you've been knowing each other for years. So just like I said on the promo, I said, well, me and William be going at it. I said, well, William just let me go at it by myself. He'll be saying, I said,
but
William, let
I,
me
I
know
mean
it.
I mean, I grew up in the playgrounds of Omaha. I mean, I heard worse languages. You know what I mean?
Right, right. And
And we
when
still
we fought back then,
and we still played with each other the next
that's
day.
right. When we fought the next, it went 20 minutes later. We said, y'all want to play hide go seek? Look,
Yep.
we weren't doing the 20 minutes later. We was playing hide go seek. Latasha has a question here. William, can you see your screen? The question on the screen.
Are you practice communication skills, span their vocabulary, not be afraid to speak? I agree with you. What better environment than to be in an environment where it's an ecosystem where they can practice it?
Hmm.
They can
I
practice.
love it. I
So
love it.
yeah, so the adult can real model it. I don't say role model because we ain't acting. When an adult real model it, then the young person can mimic it.
Oh, you
And
said
it's
real model it. Okay, I
okay,
hear
we
you.
real model, baby. Yeah, without we
And
trendsetters over here, baby.
the fact that like different young people can see other young people vendors like I like say for instance I just had some bracelets that I just used beads and tied them up. And then I look at somebody else thing and I was like, damn, they next leveled up. This girl's the same age as me or younger than me. And and just to get some ideas, networking
Hmm.
is also good. I definitely love what you're doing. It's definitely powerful. And it definitely is going to have a positive impact on our community. I would love to have you back. I won't be back until the 5th.
Well,
I would love,
I'm gonna give you give you a report because
yeah.
they come with bills, they come with last minute laws.
Hmm.
I'm coming with last minute appeals. So
Yeah.
right now, I call everybody that we have some adversariness with per se. I called Congressman Bacon. Congressman Bacon is going to be donating personal donation. So I'm calling Sheriff Hanson. I'm going to be calling the county attorney. Everybody that was on that stage that said they're gonna put 11-year-olds in jail, I want to make sure they put money forward to keep people out
Yeah,
of jail.
let's do something proactive to keep them out of there. How about that?
Yeah. So I'm calling everybody. Everyone's on my list, and I'm kind of like you. We call it Tell the Truth Tuesday, and I ain't want to gossip, but if someone don't get enough money to the children, I ain't want to gossip. I ain't want to gossip. You
I'm
know what
just want to show you the page like this.
I mean?
There they
Yeah,
is. There it is.
yeah.
I definitely, this was a special edition of Stay Woke, because we'll be going into, in a few minutes, we'll be coming back on, with some people paying homage to, Alvin Harper. For those of you who don't know Alvin Harper or may not know him by name, he is the artist that used to just sit down and draw people. He could do cartoon characters. He can do a real picture of you, and he was like my handyman whenever I needed something. He came through, and I'm just really sad that he had called me and had I had called him to see how he was doing, and he was telling me he was in a hospital. I said, well, what hospital are you in? He told me, And I said, okay, I'll be up tomorrow to see you. So I end up going up to the hospital and I visited with one of my Eastern Star sisters. And I forgot. Then when I was leaving, I said, oh, dang, I forgot to go visit Alvin. And I said, go see him this weekend. And he didn't make it to that weekend. So I'm really hard pressed about not going to see him, because that was a whole, she wasn't even in the hospital when I was thinking of it. I was
Right.
intentionally going to see him. And then I got in there and was talking to her for a good bit of time and just lost track of time. And I
Yeah.
really feel bad about that.
Yeah. I last spoke to him over at Jackson Fairdale. Of course, he was drawing and
Mhm.
educating.
Oh, he would
So
definitely would educate, and he would
no doubt.
educate your ears off. Look, you'd be
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm not trying to get a master's degree in this little 6 hour, 6 minute setting.
But he's very good.
Latasha Newton has a question for you. She said, if she's not working, do you need volunteers?
Yes, I'll give my number. I'm on the Mike Jones radio, 402-714-6482. 402-714-6482. Normally, since I'm tall, dark, and handsome, no, I normally don't give out my numbers. But for you, on
Yeah,
your
yeah.
program,
Okay, he's gonna give it out. Okay, well, that's a special thing. Renee Young
uh,
says, I have been in Toastmasters for years. It's a great program. Are you familiar with that, William?
yes, I am. I mean, I know they train everyone to speak better.
Mm,
I went to speech therapy
I
in
did
high
too.
school because I
Me too.
stutter a great
They
deal.
had that in high school.
Yeah, yeah, and they should have
Mhm.
those same resources, for our
They
young
should.
people because we pay taxes. And so Toastmaster, I always kind of want to do that also to even train myself better,
Mhm.
to be a better speaker also. So anyway, we can connect with Toastmasters. It's still time to be involved. We are a collective. We are a collective, and we're hoping to work with anyone and everyone that want to work with us.
Okay. This is one of my guests for the next show. Kevin, I'm gonna minimize your screen real quick. Give me a second. Let me see.
So,
Okay,
so
we're just
I mean, how you gonna come on with more hair than mine? I mean, I don't understand that.
got more
I mean,
hair than mine.
come on now, come on, man. I mean, come on, don't show a
What's
brother
up?
out.
What's up?
You know what I mean? I got the young, I got the gray,
How
and you
y'all
got the.
doing?
What's
I mean,
up,
but,
Timbo?
hey, but you got to bring on some handsomeness. I know. And they bring the young, tall, and handsome. I'm.
So
Come on. But I ain't
William,
trying to compete.
How y'all doing?
All right.
we doing good. William, I just wanted to say we want to welcome you back. When I get back from Italy, definitely welcome you back to see how everything went. That's my sister, Eastern Star sister Renee Young, that asked about Toastmaster. Definitely interested in finding out some information about that. But you and I will link again soon.
Bam, bam.
We will link again soon, and we're going to get on another project with these kids. So I really applaud you for your efforts. I applaud you for what you're doing. And we were talking about speech therapy. I used to have a list when I was in grade school back then. They taught you how to speak to get out of your list, just like you were
Yeah,
talking about stuttering. And then in high school, I also did speech therapy from 10th grade through 12th grade,
yeah,
effectively speaking, public speaking. Because some people's like, how do you? I said, hey, I was trained for it. That's something I wanted to do. And I'm
yeah.
glad that I did.
Well, I appreciate you. I appreciate your time. Appreciate your audience. Again, make sure you guys check out 95.7 The Boss Monday through Friday, 7 to 9 a.m. Sometimes they call me Crying DJ. Sometimes on Revenue Hope, the only hope you got. I'm known by many names. Uh, Stay woke, y'all. I appreciate it. You hear more information about what we're doing with the youth extravaganza over at the Hope State. August 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Give me a call, 402-714-6482. Miss Wallace, we out.
All right. Thank you, Brother King. That was so important with Brother King doing that for the youth. I was very, very, very impressed in what he's doing. Uh, Letting the young people, Tevin, set up vendor tables. This is during Omaha Day. Everything is free. This is during Omaha Days. And it's got the biggest water park. They got the big, huge water slides, the everything water. So it's going to be at Hope's Gate. I can't remember what the new name of Hope's Gate is, but damn, dang, if you guys have kids, grandkids, or anything like that, Make sure you guys reach out or bring them down there. Like Latasha said, if she's not working, she may be able to volunteer. It is the first, second, and third of August at it's going to be at Hope's Gate inside and on the big football field that used to be the football field for Omaha Boys Club back in the day. All right, guys, we have Tevin Bradshaw on. Tevin, you want to introduce yourself and tell me a little bit about yourself?
First, I want to start off saying I just had left the hospital visiting a friend's grandmother. I want to say, so everybody watching, please keep Miss Alice Hobart in your prayers, please.
Okay.
Thank you. And my name is Tevin Bradshaw. I'm an owner of multiple brands. I'm an owner of Foreign Clothing. I started that about 11 years ago with just a vision, and it's came so far, and I'm steady growing with that. I've also been growing as a DJ. My DJ name is DJ Straight Drop. I do weddings. I do multiple parties, some club events. Just hit me up if you need a DJ with that. And I also do a lot of landscaping work and residential work as far as drywall, flooring, painting. I do it all.
Okay, okay. Well, yeah. And did you tell them about lawn care? You just said landscaping. I don't know if they know if that
Yes,
because
yes,
he keeps my lawn freshly manicured. Did you get in touch with Kim King?
yes.
Okay. Well, she on here. If you didn't, she gonna say no, he didn't, Shan.
Yep, I contacted her. Thank
Okay,
you for the
okay,
honor,
okay.
boo.
Felicia said you have her yard looking very nice. So today we are paying homage to Alvin Harper. Alvin Harper, we just telling just Alvin Harper is the person that you would just be sitting in Burger King or any restaurant in the North Omaha area, minding your own business, sitting on a bench, and then he'll just start drawing a picture of you. He was more than an artist to us. He was like family. We met Alvin years ago. And so we just wanted to pay homage to Alvin. It's plenty of times, people pass and then everybody put this stuff on Facebook and things like that. But just to get, sometimes, they say, oh, the person was a good person. So we want to tell y'all what type of person Alvin was, telling some of our funniest stories, how we met him, and just some of the craziest things he may have said because you didn't know what was going to come out of his mouth. But one thing about Alvin, he was extremely educated. He knew what he was talking about. He knew about laws, state statutes, and things like that. So, Tevin, go ahead. I'll let you jump off on this and tell us a little bit. Tell us a story about Alvin.
First of all, I always call him Uncle. Like that, like I can get him to do anything long as I say Uncle Alvin. Uncle Alvin, yes, Tevin, I'm coming. So like everything about Alvin, just the energy. I remember being 16 years old working with Alvin for hours, and he just would talk and talk and talk. And through all the talking, he was always dropping gems, and always letting it be known how he felt and what he felt like. What you should be doing. He always seen something in me more than I've seen in myself, and I can honestly say, through the grace of God, I appreciate.
I'm sorry, I wasn't even on. My mic was off. This is a picture of Alvin. Tevin, thank you for that story that you told about Alvin. Definitely appreciate that. So this is Alvin Harper, the artist. He was more than an artist. I remember meeting Alvin. I was sitting on my porch. He was driving down when I lived off of Merida. He was driving down the street, and then he turned around, and then so I let my mistakenly allowed my friend's Don brother to to paint my house, and the color that they paint, I picked out this color, thought it was going to be so beautiful.
Was
Everybody
it the
talked about the color of the house.
mustard? Was it that
It wasn't the
mustard?
mustard. It was that green. It was a green. Remember that green?
I do remember.
So it was the green. So yeah. So once he so Alvin came past. So they didn't y'all they didn't wasted paint all on my roof and shit. They didn't know what the hell they was doing, hanging damn near bungee jumping. So Alvin came through and he was like, no, he was doing something at somebody's house next door. And then
Yep.
he was like, oh, do you like that paint job? And I said, he was like, I said, what do you mean? He was like, I mean, I could literally paint that house for you for a little of nothing. And then I was like, yeah, whatever. And then he was like, I mean, yeah, it looks like shit. He said, whoever painted it didn't know what they were doing. And then I was like, well, and then so he was still working at the lady's house, Lisa, a couple of days. And then so when I came back out, he said, you sure you don't want me to do anything with that house? I mean, it could look much better. And then I told him, I said, well, I would like a cocoa color and then with the espresso trim. Yeah, he painted my house for a little of nothing. He did a great job. He painted it for a little of nothing, did a great job. And then it was just on from there. Then he was like, my daughter is supposed to be on here to tell this story. Let me call Blicky, see what she's doing. But she wanted to tell this story. I'll let y'all tell this. I'll let her tell the story about the is you getting on about Alvin? Huh? I will in a second. I'm driving home. But big facts need a video. Beat it. But everybody is in their cars that's on here. Okay, I'm about to pull up to my house. Oh, okay. Y'all heard her. She about to pull up. Okay. So anyway, so that was just one of the things, and he always wanted to let you know about he always wanted to let you know about your roots, your grassroots, your roots, your heritage and things like that. So Tevin, you got a lot of stories because I've seen those
Oh
videos you've been
man.
posting.
Oh man, it's too many of them. I know one thing he always would like try to help me out with, like get me financial. See, I'm playing around or I'm doing something else. He'd be like, "Well, I'm not gonna talk to you because when you so damn fucking stupid, you don't want to listen. I'll go and tell it to somebody that's smart, that's willing to listen and get them $1 million. Shit, I know I want me $1 million." That was his
He
laugh.
have said that to me plenty of times, Tevin. He's oh shit. If you don't want to listen, then I'm just gonna go on to the next pretty girl.
Yeah.
So Alvin, he did so many things for me, and basically, he wanted me to have like good things, and he knew I was a single parent, so he took it easy on my pockets. I remember when he was building my pergola, I told him, "Oh, I seen this, I want this," and he told me. Then I said, "Go down off of 20th Street, you'll see it. I haven't never seen anything like that." And he did mine. These other people got theirs is a kit. He was so good at what he did. He looked at it, he seen it, and then he just made the structure. Made the structure of it. That was like one of my best investments ever. And he basically, Alvin could talk the draws off of a man. I mean, it don't even make no sense. Like he used to come over and he was just like, "Well, I got some wood, so I could just." So he was like, "I can get the wood for free, but the only thing I had to pay for was the poles for the fencing." He got the wood for free. He didn't charge me anything, and he was. I mean, he was just that type of dude that was so creative, and he just always just wanted somebody to listen to him. But damn, once he started, Tevin,
Overwhelming.
man. Yeah, but he
It's
was
like,
so smart. He was so smart. Go ahead, Tab.
my bad. It's like when you picking up a book and when you get tired of reading after a while, it's like, all right, you know when to put it down. With Alvin, you couldn't put Alvin down. It was like Alvin, it was like, no, come here. I got more to tell you. Hey, Kevin. Hey, da 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 da. I'm like, Alvin, all right, hold on.
Yeah. Now,
So,
if any of you guys knew Alvin, let me know. I can send you a link to come in. We just want to pay homage. His daughter was going to come on. Now, his daughter, they said, is one of the coldest locks. When I say locksmith, I'm not talking about keys. I'm talking about how your hair is, Tab. Lock
mm,
person in the city. I looked at one of her videos that she posted 2 years ago, got 1.5 million.
Mm.
And yeah, and she said that she was going to come, but she's at the funeral home, making arrangements for her dad. I told her to make sure she let us know that I won't be here, but Tevin, I definitely need somebody from the family to go and represent the family on our behalf since I won't be here. But yeah, they said she wanted a code. Her name is Asa Assia Bay Bey. Anyway, so she was going to be on this evening, but she is unfortunately at the making arrangements for her dad's uh, services. So she said, for those of you who are interested in going, that there will be a public announcement. There'll be a public announcement. So you guys can, it'll be posted on Facebook. It will be in the Omaha Star and maybe in the Omaha World Herald. So, she said she don't have time to reach out to everybody just to let them know when the service is. So just look on social media or the Omaha Star page and you'll know when the service is. So, Tevin, I seen you, was that you or Shiffy, posted in our family chat a picture, a video, a picture of him with the saxophone.
Oh, that was Shiffy.
Shiffy, I never knew he played the saxophone. Did you ever hear him, or was that a accessory for Alvin? Alvin might have had that as an accessory.
One thing I know about Alvin, he had many hidden talents. I can't
Yes.
say I've ever heard him play, but I've always heard him play around with stuff, and like
Hmm.
he was always a pro. Whatever he picked up, like he always had access to a lot of things, and he would be like, "Hey, if somebody walked up to you on the streets and was willing to sell this to you for such and such price, how much would you be willing to pay for it?" And then that's
Right.
how he get me. And then sometimes, most of the time, he always just let me get stuff for free.
Hmm. And he was willing to teach you everything he knew, but he would talk your damn ears off. You just had
Yeah,
to be, you had to, you had to have the capacity of uh of being able to listen to all that. But what he was telling you, because I ain't gonna lie, even when I was like, okay, whatever, Alvin, I still wouldn't have looked that shit up, y'all. I still wouldn't have looked it up, and he was right on everything that he ever said. I mean, he knew his stuff. If he told you, you look this up and this is how this is done. If you went on Google and you looked it up, it would be exactly like how Alvin told you. I just wish I would have been able to visit him on when I went to the hospital. I totally forgot, and this is a reminder to us. Tomorrow is not promised because I just said, oh, I was up there Thursday for 2.5 hours. Forgot to stop by to visit Alvin. Was getting off the elevator. Said, oh, I'll visit Alvin this weekend, and Alvin didn't make it to this weekend. So this is a reminder when you're thinking about somebody, if somebody is on your mind, and you just keep saying, and plenty of times I say, oh, I'm gonna call and check on that person. Let's just start calling, checking on them. Just like you look
right.
at your phone and check your Facebook and go to your
Uh-huh.
messages and shit like that. Start calling and checking on people because tomorrow is not guaranteed. Tomorrow's D. Craigsmile, welcome aboard. She said, AISS. So how do you pronounce that? ASA? AISSA Bay is code. She started my locks and I took her class to do locks. Oh, she teach classes?
That's dope.
Wow. Now that's Alpha's daughter. I believe that's his oldest daughter, Tevin. I hadn't had the opportunity to meet Miss Bay, but okay, we got Blick coming. Haven't had the opportunity to meet Miss Bay, but I hear good things about her, especially with the hair. Hello, we have Shiffy with the blop blop blicky in here. What's up?
Yeah.
What up?
What's good?
What's
What's
up?
up,
What's
Blick?
up?
Man, nothing too much, man. Nothing too much. Just getting off. Damn, I didn't turned it off for me. Okay, I'll keep it like that then.
No, you still on, you still on. So we were just telling people about Alvin. Tevin told a couple of stories. I told a couple of stories. I told him when he painted our house, but I was saving the deck for you. He painted our house like a cocoa and a espresso, which was very nice. I love those colors. And then Shiffy, you might work plenty of projects with him and everything. Tell us a story about Alvin or how you met him, y'all first encounter.
I first met Mel. I first met Alvin. Um, working on Mama House basically, y'all. And man, you gotta love him, man. Whatever come out his mouth, you either gonna laugh or cuss him out. That's Alvin. You know what I mean? But one thing about Alvin, he always showed up anytime we called him, anytime we needed help. He was very, very talented and artistic. So me and Alvin, he said, "I'm gonna make your mama a marble floor outside in the back." I'm like, okay, cool. I want to help you. Cause mama used to always, y'all, be like, go out there and help him so he don't charge so much. So it started off like that. And then it ended up being like I just like learning different things he used to tell me and stuff. Like I asked a million questions. So he used to tell me everything like, yeah, you want to do this for this. So we made the marble floor, y'all. It was beautiful. Like it looked like a hotel floor, but outside. But we didn't think in the winter we didn't put no salt down. We was busting our ass all on that marble floor. That was the worst thing we could have ever did. But thank you, Albert. We love that. But no,
So
the
wait a
most
minute. Let
thing.
me say something about that. So he first did our like the slab that we had for our patio furniture, and we loved it. It was beautiful. We still hadn't experienced that rain or snow yet. Then we had them put it on the deck.
Yeah.
That's what Shiffy's talking about. It was on our deck, our patio deck. It was a whole granite and marble. It was beautiful. But
Kev, you remember
baby,
that deck?
Yeah, that deck was
Couldn't go
lovely.
out that back door on that deck, boy,
oh
on
yeah.
ice.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
unless it
yeah.
was summertime. You better not have a grunion of water on it.
Yeah. You
Man,
remember
Alvin
remember when
crazy.
we remember when we had the clothing store and we had both sides? So Alvin had me break down a brick wall with an iron pole
Oh
with
yeah,
my
I
bare
remember that.
with my bare hands. Like
I remember y'all was coming through like this. It looked like a spear.
Alvin was so smart, and
he
he was
he
the
told
most
me,
using what he had around him to make shit work
yeah,
person.
Yeah.
he
Like,
told me, he said, imagine somebody's talking about your grandmother. He said, and you just want to hit them in there. She said, go on and hit that crease right in between that brick. And I surprised myself. Literally took a brick wall down, listening
why? Why
to
do you be sounding like him?
Alvin Harper.
Yes, Alvin Harper. We are talking
But
about
no, the biggest thing I remember though. Okay, y'all, stay wokers. Mama got the basement done. I want
Oh,
I want to say she paid like 10,000 to get the whole basement done. So it was like I just had to put that out there because she really remodeled everything. So she said, "Yeah, y'all can do y'all studio over here." Woo woo woo. So I said, "Alvin." Alvin said, "Yeah, I'm gonna build a studio, a badass studio in the basement." So I'm like, "Hell yeah, let me build the studio." Again, y'all, Mama telling me, "Damn, am I off?
you
Can
on.
y'all hear me?"
Yes.
Mm, I hate when people
We
be
can
on
hear
here.
you.
Fucking irritating, doing that every
We can
time.
hear you.
Let me leave
You
and
hate
come
when
back.
people be calling you. We can hear you. Look, here she go. Again, this is Alvin Blick is coming back in.
Okay, so we go downstairs, like the same how Tevin told y'all. He beat the whole wall down that they just built and painted.
Mm.
So he said, "No, we're going to build, the window right here, for the studio." Mama came downstairs and seen that. Y'all, she was heated.
I was
She cussed
pissed.
us, moved the F out. Like, she was so mad. Like, well, Alvin, you don't got to do all that to do the damn studio. And why would you? I just paid all this money. That don't make, you better fix that shit too when you done. So when we got through with the studio, it was so tight. We had what's it called, Mom, where you could see on one end and not the
The
investigation
mirror,
glass?
the mirror
Yeah.
tint, the
We
mirror
had that
glass.
in there. Alvin hooked it up. Then he fixed it back, and painted it for Mama.
No,
But
I paid the people to come back and fix it.
oh,
Alvin,
Alvin didn't.
Alvin fucked it up. Alvin, I was so mad when I seen it. I told him to get out. He said, "I know what I'm doing." I said, "No." I said, "No, sir." I mean, it was all he had. Oh my goodness, I couldn't believe what he did. But he did have as far as his vision, we still went with his vision. and his vision
Yeah.
was nice for the studio. It was very nice.
Did you tell him he made the Picola too?
Yes, yes, yes. He did make the proposal. I told him that's one of my best, my most useful and the best addition I've made to this house, because when we get out there, I mean, it's just so much to do. It's an entertainment spot. It's just so much to do.
And like I told you, I said it's sad because I'm moving, and my first instinct was I'm calling Alvin next week. You know what I mean?
Right.
He was just so like helpful, and anytime we called, he pulling up. And when I moved to where I'm at now, and that was just a year ago, Alvin, you wouldn't have been able to tell he was sick because he was carrying them couches and everything on his own.
He wasn't sick back then. He just told me
Oh,
that
okay.
he was sick a few weeks ago, maybe 4 weeks ago, because I said, because he had told
Well,
me
that
one
don't
day,
mean he wasn't sick. He didn't know he was sick.
no, he wasn't sick. That he came over and he was doing something for me, and he was just like I'm just tired, I'm not feeling good. And then I was like, Alvin, you don't never be tired, you don't never be not feeling
He
good.
never say that.
I'm like,
Yeah.
what's that about? You ain't never on the sick list. And he was just like, I'm not feeling good. So then a few weeks later, I called him to see if he could do something, and then he told me he had cancer, and I was like, Alvin, stop lying. And then I was like, quit lying. And then so I didn't believe him. And then I said, Alvin don't never lie. He ain't never said nothing like that. So then I called him back. I kept calling and calling. He wasn't taking my calls. He didn't answer. And then I just continued to call and call. And then he finally answered. And he told me he was in a hospital. And then he had told me, he said, send me my money for that goddamn battery that's in your car. I said, and I said, Albert, I said, well, how much was it? Talking about 246. I said, how I know it was 240? Because I told you. And then I said, well, I'm about to send you something on Cash App. So I sent him some money on Cash App, and then I never heard nothing back from him. And it was like a week and a half or so passed. And then I called him again, and that's when he said, I'm still in the hospital. I said, you're in the hospital still? And then that's when I told him I was coming to visit him. So whatever happened, happened quick. And again,
Yeah.
I
Man,
never made it.
before, like when he was moving me in, he was like, no, you about to go to we about to go to breakfast. You want some breakfast? It's on me. I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, let's get some breakfast. So he went to Hy-Vee. His breakfast was the Chinese food at Hy-Vee, y'all. My breakfast is eggs and stuff like that. Girl, it was good though. But I said Alvin, it was just so funny. Like Alvin, you just gotta love Alvin, Alvo, Alv Shore, man.
Al V, sure not. That's what I
I'll
used to
be
call him.
sure.
Al V, not Al V, sure not.
Alv
I'll be
Shore,
sure.
baby.
I said Al V, sure not. Yeah, he was definitely a plethora of information. He
Oh
was
yeah.
smart as hell.
Man.
Smart as when I tell you smart as a whip, he was smart as a whip. And I'm talking about drawing people. I mean, like I said, he did cartoon characters, and he also was able to draw like a real life photo of you.
Yeah.
He said he was thinking of a painting and drew me with a dragon. He had sent it to me. But I said, Alvin, this don't bimbo look like me. He said it's a cartoon, Ignorant. I said, listen, it looked more like mama. Because between me and y'all, he was obsessed with mama. He loved mama.
Oh yeah.
He'll pull if I get in the car with him, he'll be like, you know, you're a pretty girl, but you're just not as fine as your mama. You know, you and your mama look alike, but you're just not old enough. You know, I really love your mama. I really love your grandma.
Oh, he loved Granny too.
Yeah, him and Granny are some from the same hometown. Him and me, Bud went to school together.
Yeah, he
Yep.
said when he came here, them was the only people he knew.
Yep.
Hmm.
And
His
his
auntie.
sister, Miss Matilda,
That'll get it.
retired for OPS. She was here in Omaha. He had another brother here in Omaha. But I think Alvin was the last one of his siblings that was, I don't know, any place else, but that was in Omaha.
But what I learned from Alvin,
I'm fine.
y'all, is show up for the people you love. Cause sometimes we make so many excuses. And Alvin was 70 something and he showed up no matter what, from
Yep.
young to old. Alvin, you know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? He always showed up. And be kind. Be love people. You know what I mean? Stop taking stuff so serious. make some jokes, have fun anytime, because you
Yeah.
see all the memories we had with him.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
He was creating them for a reason. You
Yeah.
know what I
Right.
mean? Everybody,
Definitely
we
right.
don't never know when it's our time to go, but just make sure, you know what I mean, we enjoying it with the people we love.
Yeah.
Exactly. And yeah, by me not going to see, saying, "Oh, I'll check them out this weekend," because my weekend schedule ain't that tight, that busy. And then this weekend came, but he wasn't there.
Yeah, that happened to me before, you know, with my friend Sherelle, and her mom, and that's, man, you, and now when I got the opportunity, I make sure I
Yeah.
do, because that's the feeling you just don't want to have, you know?
That's what I was just telling the audience. I said, because you can say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna reach out. I'm gonna, yeah, oh yeah, I forgot. I gotta call Kim King. I gotta call Yvette. I gotta call, and then you just, I mean, it happened to me with Miss Beverly Frazier. She was just on my mind for like 4 days straight. I said, I gotta call Miss Frazier and see how she doing. And then when I was going to pick up the phone to call her, they had just like I was calling her literally. And then mom was like, "Did you know Miss Frazier passed?" I was like, "What?" I said, "Mama, look, I was just calling her."
That's what I said.
Yep.
If I would have called him a week earlier, and would have just been like, I'm gonna need you this next
Mm.
week, you know, to move me, and he would have been like, I can't move nothing. I don't feel, you know what I mean? Then I'm like, damn, man, like, it be like
Mhm.
that though, man.
Right. So,
Yeah. Like
go ahead, Tam.
my bad. Like you said, like Alvin was always accessible. I'll be riding down Hamilton or like certain spots where I know he'll be at. I'll be like, I know for sure Alvin somewhere. Let me stop by and see if he there. Like he was just
Uh
always
huh.
around. You just expected that. So
Hmm.
like you said, like with him being available and never like turning you down, like
Hmm.
you kind of take that for granted in a little bit, not in a bad way. It's
Yeah,
just like you
Right.
feel
I
like
Right.
did.
you feel like Alvin. It's like going to church and you always expect to see the same people in church. Like
Right.
you
Hmm.
never know what's gonna happen. So you always
Hmm.
want to make
And
time.
you know what? Even though how many loss we had, and I'm sure the viewers can see that too, some stuff and some people you just don't think. And I know
Hmm.
Mama said that about Lil Ronald. You know, it's just some people that you don't even
Mhm.
put in the brim of it. Cause Ted, when y'all go out and booty, I be praying for y'all and hope. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's some people you don't even have in that brim, and
Right. Right.
you know what I mean.
Exactly.
That be the shit right there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's just, I just wish that I really wish that when I really said, "Oh, he's still in the hospital," when it came to a realization to me, I just wish it would have came to a realization to me earlier than that. D. Craig Miles said he drew a picture of me during 2021 Omaha days. I still have it, and I wish I could post it on here. D, if you have it, send it to me. I'll pull it up. Send it to me. Uh, uh, take a picture of it if you got it, if you're near it, and then send it to me on Facebook, and then I'll show it. Shiffy, do you still have the picture he drew of you?
Yeah, he was he was telling me some business stuff. He was like, "You got a business?" He said, "That's good." He said, "But what you want to do?" He was just telling me about how he get grant money and stuff like that. Like
Hmm.
Alvin was that dude, man. Believe it, Alvin was that dude, man. I'm telling y'all.
Yeah, without
Let
a
me
doubt.
send it to you. I'm gonna send it to you.
Yeah,
I
without a
gotta go to
doubt.
our
And
text.
one of the last business things he said, the last thing he said to me was, "I love you, y'all." I said, "Valvin, I'm coming to visit you tomorrow." He said, "Okay, thank you. I love you." And I just hung the phone up. And yeah, see, it's stuff like that just make you think. And then
Yeah, that's how I felt with Little. I was rushing him off the phone, and he called me the night he passed away, and I held that with me for so long because I
yeah,
rushed him off, and I was like, dang, what if he would have said something, or you know what I mean? Like it just,
Yeah.
but really, the truth is, it's in God's plan and God's hands, you know.
mhm,
Exactly.
And we all don't know when our day is, so we just gotta love on each other, and try to stick together. And we gonna have differences. We ain't gonna like each other, friends, family. We
exactly.
ain't gonna always see eye to eye, you know.
Right,
But we gonna have to get over ourselves sometimes, and we better than a lot of stuff that we do. I know I am. So
exactly, exactly. Oh yeah, this is a beautiful picture. I don't know why. when
Mom, it
I
look more like you, don't it?
when I'm
Show it to the
downloading
camera.
pictures. Shiffy, send it to me on Facebook because I don't know why I'm downloading pictures. I must not have no room because ain't nothing saving. Nothing. Yeah, but yeah, D, let me know. D, let me know when you send yours. I'm about to look up your picture, Shiffy, really quick. Um, and like I said, I talked to Alvin's daughter. She's gonna post. She said she'll post, and she said everything will be. She said it'll be in the Omaha Star. You know, it's emotional for her, of course, because this is her father. Like I said, I didn't get the privilege to meet her, but I did meet Imagine. I met Imagine, and I met Vita. Vita, Alvin used to be working on my house, and Vita used to be here. We used to be babysitting her. Me and Vita used to be babysitting Vita.
I remember Vita.
Look, what,
She used to come to the house a couple times.
uh-huh.
Look just like a mixed Alvin.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. With a big old head,
Look.
girl. But Vita is
Alvin.
super smart now, y'all. Uh um Vita is super. So you see that, Tevin? That's for you. Vita is super
Hmm.
smart.
I got you, Auntie.
She's like 15. Look, I said, I'm gonna say if you did, she's like 15 years old and she is like a prodigy, just like her dad.
Congratulations, Auntie. I had COVID. That's why I wasn't at the party, but I love you on your
Right.
retirement.
Yes, that's right. My sis Kim King retired, honey. Retired at a young age, baby. She walked up out that
Period.
county.
Holla at
She
her.
walked
Holla,
out
bye.
that county on
She
her
said
own
bye.
terms, baby.
Hmm.
Congratulations, Kim.
I
Congratulations.
said that looked like you.
Like
Congratulations.
a Native
He
American
said
woman.
I made a dragon lady. You.
That is nice though. That's a
Uh huh.
nice picture. That's nice.
I wish he would have gave it to me.
That nose on Benmore look like our nose, but it looked like our Native American. Look, it looked like our Native American
Maybe
hair.
that's what he thought we looked like. I don't
Man,
know.
it
Alvin,
kind of is.
Granny nose is like that. Granny got that
Mama do
engine.
kind of got the witchy poo.
Granny
Mama,
got that engine.
Mama do kind of got the. Do not say we are Native Americans. Okay, D said she sent me hers. I'm about to pull D's up, y'all, so y'all can. Alvin was very talented. D, I don't been more see your thing. Did you put it in Facebook, D? Messenger? D, I don't see yours in here. Okay, so Tevin, Kim King with her message said, with that being said, Tevin, check on me. My yard. Okay, so Tev, you better get over there and see my sis.
I'm
You
gonna get
better
over
Don't
there.
be doing
I
my
told her.
auntie.
I told her right before the weekend. I got her.
Oh, okay. You
I'm.
already
I'm
did.
headed to. I'm about to be headed to my second job in a
Yeah,
little
he be
bit.
Oh,
twerking. He be twerking. His second
oh
job, he
yeah.
twerk while he cutting the grass. So
Yeah,
y'all
he
don't
got a
twerk.
video where he was going, cotton
He
candy.
don't
I
backwards
said,
twerk. He
roll, let
frontwards
me see
twerk.
you, Tevin, roll. Yeah, Tevin, roll. I
He
seen it.
frontwards twerk.
It's on
I
OnlyFans.
think they call it a D pop.
Look, it's on OnlyFans.
Right.
Y'all cold.
I'm just saying, we may as well have fun kicking.
He cut naked.
So Shiffy, I was telling Tevin that I definitely need y'all somebody represent the family, one or two of y'all to represent the family when for Alvin's services. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
With the blip blip blip. Oh, you don't have oh, you texted to me, D? Okay. I'll send it to Messenger. Okay, hold on. I want you to see the picture. So D, do you do locks now? Let me see. Let me see if I can let me see. Kim King, thank y'all. Yes. Oh, we had a good time. We had a good time. We had a good time. And it was so nice. And do you know that they surprised Kim King? Kim King didn't know nothing about it, Tabo. So I said, Kim, how did they get
Yeah.
you in blue? I said, how did they get you in blue? She said, her sister told her, oh, we just gonna go someplace and kick it and just wear your favorite color. And so they already know her favorite color is blue. So uh So
That's a good one.
yeah, that was good. That's like just wear your favorite color. And so she would, because I was like, Mama said, Shan, go find out how Kim King was in blue. How she know?
Ha,
So
how'd
yeah.
you find out?
Yes. All right, I'm about to send this to you, Shiffy, so I can have it for myself. Not that, not that. Shiffy, you have any other stories about Alvin?
Man, we got so many stories on
I
Alvin.
know. It's
Uh,
like we were just talking so much about him. You know,
Hey, tell
it's
them
just,
about the floor. Did you tell them about the floor?
yeah.
you did
Yeah.
not tell him about the floor.
Alvin had me doing a lot of stuff I never thought a human being could do, like with their bare hands. Like Alvin showed me so many trades. That's one thing I can't take away. One of the many
Oh
things
yeah,
I
we
can
was
take away.
what's that? The cellar closet, the cellar door. We was closing up the cellar door. This dude Alvin had all of us grabbing bricks and stuff and putting it all on the stairs. So I'm like, why would you put all these rocks on the stairs? But tell him what Ned said it was though. He was doing it how he was doing what he was supposed to do. He just was doing it in his Alvin way.
Okay, so this is what happened when I bought this house. It used to be an apartment house, so it had four doors, four entrances. And one of them was this house was built in the 1800s, 1891. So one of the entrances was that when you walk down the steps, yeah, on those creepy movies y'all saw. So the first day we moved here, I said I had already got Alvin. I said, yeah, I need you to get rid of this. And so he had Shiffy them throwing bricks down where the steps, where you walk down the steps. And see, one thing about it, he could get the job done, but he wasn't going to spend the money that it costs everybody else to get the job done. So instead of getting rebar and getting concrete poured down in there, so he put dirt down there and a whole bunch of bricks, and he broke the bricks up because he was a hell of a dude with the sledgehammer. Broke the bricks up, put that in there, and she was like, "Why is we doing this? Why is we doing this?" And my sister, who is certified in construction and stuff, she was telling Shiffy, because rebar is expensive. Now he did do one thing of rebar because people could fall through there over years. That's been like that for 15 years. We don't got a crack in the sidewalk. So they filled it up with dirt. He covered it up, put some plastic over the rebar, and then he put the concrete on it. And it's been a sidewalk since.
The thing is, how did this man know all this stuff, man?
I know.
He was born in slavery, like where they was still like where Granny and them picking cotton when they was younger and stuff. He was born in those days, so the education wasn't all the way there for this man to just know. That's why I say us as black people, we be so our intelligence is beyond the books. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? For real. That's how you know what I mean. Most things that's invented now that we use is made by slaves. You know what I mean?
And not people just slaves, people that came. I mean, Dr. Charles Drew, Garrett Morgan invented the light, the map system. That's the craziest thing that's invented. That I'm just like, how do y'all know just to create a map and then show people where to go to? That's crazy. But yeah, many inventions were made by black people. They just didn't get credit for it. They just didn't get credit for it. I'm about to show y'all Dee's picture. I got Dee's picture. Give me a second, Dee. This is a picture that Alvin drew of Dee Cresmile. Look at her with her shades on. She said he did that at Omaha Day. Look, 2021. Oh, wow.
Omaha Day down there drawing too.
And then the thing is, like, Alvin used to just
draw. He'll draw in 5 minutes too.
Right. He was good at what he did, but you know what really? So I mean, I was happy about. I was happy that Let me stop sharing because I'm going through people page. I was happy that so many people knew who he was. I didn't know Alvin knew that many people. So when I seen all those people. Just saying, oh man, yeah, he drew me. I used to top it up with this dude. This dude knew. I felt really good. So Alvin, you made your mark. You definitely made your.
And it's really what you leave behind. You know what I mean? And even his work, his craft, his artwork, that Picola, he who knows what else he did around this city that he didn't build for people. You know what I mean?
Right.
So Alvin was that guy, man. His stuff is all around the city, man.
Mm-hmm.
His work all around.
Indeed,
I
indeed
remember
it is.
recently I came over. It was like I think 2 or 3 months. I walked in and it was a picture that Alvin drew of himself and painted it and posted it on my auntie wall. So I walk in and I asked Granny. She had the computer. I said, Granny. I said, it's a picture of Alvin on the wall. She, she, she turned around. She said, show is. She said, take that down. She said, first, how you get that up there? She said, he can't just go posting that,
And she
but it
said,
looked
take that
exactly
goddamn
like
picture down.
it.
I said,
We should
Taylor,
have
why
got
you
that
tell her?
picture, man.
So this is and he just got that picture a few weeks ago,
And I
maybe
did
four
too.
weeks
I said,
ago.
Mama, why Alvin picture up here? I knew he was Butch dad. I knew he was. This
So
is
this is what he
crazy.
said. He said, Shantala, you want to play a joke on your mom? I said, yeah, what's up? What if I go get a big ass picture of me out of my truck and put it right there? But I told him to put it over the computer because mama's always on the computer. I said, oh, she gonna be cussing, she gonna be going off, she gonna be cussing. And then but he put it on the back. So mama never even noticed it. And then so when he called me and said, what did she say? I said, she didn't even notice it. Tevin told her 2 weeks later. Granny, what is Alvin picture doing? This big picture of Alvin doing in here.
It
And
looked just like him too.
and yeah, it looked just like him. And then do y'all know what he said when he came and picked it up? I said, Alvin, why are you taking a picture? He said, oh, this picture is gonna be worth a bunch of money when I die. Sure did. Sure did.
Oh,
Oh,
Alv, sure not.
sure not. Alvy, sure not. So
Remember,
this
he had
is
many names too. He used to call himself Alvin Stone.
because he could break stones on his head.
Uh-huh. He was all types of names. I'm forgetting that it's
Damn,
kind of
that's
like
a
a
rock
little
ass head.
range.
The
Yeah.
hell? Break
I remember
stones on his head. Yeah.
he had my
Yeah.
homeboy punching him in the neck one day. And I turned around. I'm like, bro, stop having him do that,
Oh
bro.
yeah, talking about hit me here, hit me here. That's but he was so
I said,
strong.
stop. Yeah.
Oh, he was
Just showing
strong as
off his
hell.
strength. Just
Look,
showing
you
off
need to
his
come
strength.
by and let me see that old Barney.
Lifting a whole couch.
You don't
A
want to see
wash
it when it's
machine.
up on it?
And I said,
A whole
you want
couch.
Tevin, you want Shiffy to help you? I don't need them in my goddamn way.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He knew I was good help. I know
That
he
was
didn't try to
Alvin
do
all
me.
day.
Seven them probably moved slow as hell, but
Well,
was
No, I
good
got the
help.
job done.
so basically, we just wanted to come on here to pay homage to Alvin Harper.
Indeed.
Like I said, my mom knew him from Vicksburg, Mississippi. He went to high school with my cousin. He was just like family to us. And sometimes
He
people, and
was
I'm just saying
family.
this from, so I'm just saying, sometimes you don't know how important somebody is to you until you lost them. So again, make sure you appreciate those people that you love. Just like Shiffy said, be nicer, be kinder, start telling people you love them. I know that's not something we grew up with, but that's something I grew into with the Kellys.
Yeah.
So that's something that they do and hug and tell each other they love them.
I
I
think
always
your
tell my
kids helped you a lot with that.
no, that started with the Kellys. I'm not lying.
Because
I
you
never
weren't,
told
I mean, it didn't finish with them. Like, you didn't keep it
no,
up.
I didn't say it finished. I said where it started.
Because
Good Lord, this one here. I
we
said where it
always said
started.
when we get off the phone, we be love you. Ever since Little passed away, and he used to say that to all of us. And when we was at his thing and said, Little told us all he loved us before he got off a phone call. You said it. Any
Mhm.
auntie said it. We was like, that's crazy. We all never knew that. And so I always make sure, like, yeah, if I remember, I'm going to make sure I say I love you.
So yeah, because I was never a hugger, and then so me and Shiffy started our hugging. It started at the Kellys too, but then my daughter used to always hug me, ever since she was 7. I think ever since she was 7, she used to always hug me, just come up to me, and that's not something we grew up with in our era. For the people Kim King, D. Craig's now, the people that came up with me. I don't know about y'all, fam. I know Kim. I don't know. We didn't. We just didn't do that. Our parents just didn't hug us all the time. I hug my kids. I mean, when we leave each other, we hug each other. When we see each other, we hug each other. So and I mean, along with other people. So that's just something. So that's just showing a line of affection. But like Shiffy said, you have to let people know that they are important to you because tomorrow is not promised. It's not promised at all. So do anybody want to say anything before we leave?
Well, you guys are important to me. I love you. The Stay Woker viewers are mostly family. Y'all know I love y'all.
We
And
love
just the
y'all.
fact that y'all come and y'all tune in and y'all, consistent as mom is. Sometimes I ain't as consistent, but y'all hold it down and I appreciate that. So I want to let y'all know that. I'll give y'all flowers now.
Thank you. Let me smell them.
Was it
Tambo?
Reefus? It probably was
No, it ain't
Reefus.
reefers. It ain't reefers if I
Oh, that's
smell
the
it.
only flowers I'm giving is Reefer. Hey, you take it or you don't. You taking
It
it?
ain't. Look, go ahead,
What
Tambo.
would I say? Is you taking it?
I'm headed into my second gig. Y'all, y'all pray for me. As far as my strength for to get through
Hmm.
tonight, and I love y'all. I appreciate y'all.
We love you too, Booty.
God is good. Always keep God
Hmm.
first.
All the time, baby.
All the time. Renee Ivory said, "Thanks, Shiffy." Um,
Always.
yes, yes, yes. So I just want to say, yeah, I love y'all. Most of these people on here are family, Eastern Star Sisters, or family,
They
or true.
family.
Yeah. So I just want to tell everybody that I love them and I appreciate y'all. And at any time I'm not showing that, please don't hesitate to tap me on my shoulder. Because sometimes we have to be reminded of it. Sometimes
And
we
we
have to
have
be.
to be open to whatever comes with that.
Yes.
Right.
So Kim King, Shippy, you see Kim King message on the
Love you
screen?
too, Auntie.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So again, we want to say thank you to everybody that has been on. I see Tamara Rich, Shatella Wallace, thank you for those hugs every time. Yes, we are huggers. We definitely hug. My
Yeah.
family, I taught these kids to hug and they've been doing it ever since. I don't have to tell them to hug nobody. That's
I met
something
Marcel's daughter boyfriend, right, yesterday.
mhm.
And he was coming to give me a handshake. Hey man, we hug around here. He
That's
was
right.
like,
That's
it make
right.
people feel like, okay, even if you don't know them, like, okay,
Yeah.
cool. Like I'm embraced.
Right, right. And some people
Yeah.
are, they don't get that from any place else. So that's a welcome, hug. That's a welcome hug. So Kim King said, "Love you too, bonus nephew, and love you, Shan. I know you love me, girl. Thank you for telling me, though. Thank you,
I
thank you."
can't stand her, Auntie. Just toe her up.
So
Like,
guess what, y'all? Y'all already know what I will be in Italy. So I will shoot at least
Hey,
one episode in Italy, y'all.
oh
Y'all will
yeah,
be
send me the link, man. I'm on that.
Y'all will be getting
let's
me
get it.
live from Italy. I
Let's
want y'all
get
to
it.
tell everybody to come in. Y'all share. If y'all want to come in on the feed, I need y'all to let me know y'all want to come in, and I need y'all to share y'all social media. I have it set up where you can share your social media when you log in. Share it because
And I'm gonna say this to you because you don't like using a buddy system when you go out of the thing. And and Mama Kim, no, you better be buddy system to
oh
this
honey, I
time.
don't go nowhere by myself, out of town or in
You
a
was
foreign
at the
country.
beach by yourself in Mexico.
No, I wasn't.
It was somewhere you was, and I said,
I
"Where
was
in Kim?"
never. No, I
I
was
said,
walking
"Where's
to
my
my
godmom?"
room.
I said,
I
"Where's
was
my
walking to
godmom?" You
my
said,
room.
"Oh, she went." I said, "So y'all not together? You don't remember that?"
I was walking to my room, Kim,
And
Shiffy.
I got on y'all after that too.
I sat down. We was on a private resort, y'all. I
Oh
was
well, stay together.
I was sitting down just doing some filming and they was moving around. So I mean I was right, but yeah, Shiffy was on it like she always is. So we want to thank y'all from our family to the
I
Harper
got.
family. What you say?
Go ahead. I got one more thing to say when you're
Go
done.
ahead. No, say it before that.
Okay. Oh, because you ended it. Okay,
Yeah.
listen. Guys, we just found out about the rip currents in the water. So when you traveling with your families or if you just in water having fun, please be careful. Look up what a rip current is. It'll pull you out. You know, that's what Theo from the Cosby just died from. He was swimming. You can know how to swim. A professional swimmer
Exactly.
sometimes can't even get through rip currents. Mama tell you, as soon as she told me, how did it happen? And I said, oh, that was a rip current off the rip. And then it said,
Yeah.
oh, we think he got sucked in by a rip current. So be careful because you're not, these waters have their own mind, and you
Right.
just be careful if y'all own boats. Please wear vests and have a great time. That's all I
Yeah.
wanted to say.
Yeah.
That
So,
was a tragic loss too.
yeah, it
I
was. It
I didn't
was.
realize he was a poet. Like everybody posting his poetry, and it's like, man, I didn't even know he was that deep.
So this is the thing. I'm gonna just say this. I know you're getting ready to go into work. So this is the thing. People love posting people's stuff, going to listen to their music, sharing their stuff after they pass. Is there
Hmm.
any reason why we can't do that while they living?
Right.
It is. I'm gonna
I
tell you
agree.
why. It's people not following their own dreams, even if they ain't a rapper, whatever it is. If they don't follow their own dreams, they either gonna try to put fear into you to make you not follow yours. You know what I mean? Or they gonna try to hate. Like you can do good, but you can't do better than me, or you can't out. You know what I mean? And that's just the
No, I'm
mind
saying,
frame.
is there any reason why we can't post people's stuff before they pass?
We can. The we is other people though too. You
Yeah.
know.
I'm not just saying us. I'm saying people. Period.
People.
And
Period.
that's what
Yeah.
I'm
You know.
saying. For the weak, people gonna have to get over that.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
comparison, you're not supposed to compare yourself to anybody anyway.
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah, like you they gotta get over that.
Oh, before we go, before I end this, I do want to say, Shiffy, you did your bit on Samson. For those of y'all who didn't see Shiffy's
Thank you.
epilogue on Samson, you definitely have to check it out. It was on it was on spot, and plus I love the graphics that you used. Made it very interesting and relatable. I love the way you broke it down. So from our family, look at our lesson, that part, Blicky. Um,
Thank
from
you.
our family, welcome Arlette. From our family, this is myself, Chantella, Shiffy with the block, block, Blicky. Also, Tevin, my son, that's my nephew's son. We would like to thank you for joining Stay Woke, for paying homage to Alvin. Paying homage, the whole show was about Alvin. Alvin Harper passed. His funeral services will be posted publicly on Facebook in the Omaha Star and I believe the Omaha World Herald. So, from us to you, we say farewell, and we are praying and love everyone. Y'all have a good night.
Love
Thank you.
y'all.